All right, so welcome to this little preseason or this pre-match thing with San Antonio. So in the middle of this, you might see someone walking behind me. That's Jonathan from the Striker, Texas, or Texas Striker, Texas. I think that's what it is. Basically, this is a big match of the Three Sparks versus the Supporters Shield winners in San Antonio. The San Antonio team is incredible. There's just no way around it. They're a really good team who have likely the MVP, uh, but already a little bit of a caveat there. He's not going to be here. Mitchell Tainter will not be at this match. He is suspended. But unfortunately for the Three Sparks, one of the best goalkeepers in the league, Jordan Farr, many would argue that he is the best goalkeeper in the league. Jordan Farr is still in net. So still a tough defensive battle that Legion need to overcome. But there's some interesting things to the lineup. I already mentioned Mitchell Tainter is going to be who's going to be out. He's suspended. I have not seen the San Antonio lineup, but Justin Dillon is questionable. Patino's is questionable. And those are two massive players for the San Antonio team. Tainter, like I said, is out. So that's not great if you are San Antonio. But if you look at the Legion side, Jake Roof is starting. And that means that Mikey Lopez is going to be moving into the midfield beside Zach Hervo. Bruno Lapa is not starting. He is going to be coming in off of the bench. Anderson Asiadu taking his place. Anderson Asiadu, who actually showed up to the Magic City Brigade Eleton Ultra American Outlaw tailgate today. That was really cool. He missed Coach Stone by about 30 minutes. But Anderson showed up to show his appreciation for the team and for the fans, which was really cool to see. But the big thing here is that Bruno isn't starting. And to me, I find this to be a massive deal that Bruno isn't starting. And this has nothing to do with Jake Roof. I think Jake Roof is a wonderful defender. I think it makes a lot of sense to put in extra defense, despite San Antonio being very good on the defense and will only hold on to the ball for about 30%, 35% of the game. Their counterattack is so effective that I do think that you need an extra, more defensive defender in there. But you bring Mikey Lopez back to central defensive midfield, which I think is where he's played the best game he has all year. So those are positives, but you need to keep Anderson Asidu in there somehow. So he's going to be playing that 8 role where Bruno normally plays. We're going to have Marlon and Enzo out wide, and then Juan Agudelo up top. I would have gone with Bruno. I think Bruno's ability to distribute the ball, spread the field, is a little bit better than Anderson. Anderson can hold on to the ball, but holding on to the ball is not going to be the issue in this match. Legion are going to have majority of this ball. They're going to have control of this game in the sense of tempo and possession. That's not the issue. We're not going against a team who has a high possession. If this was maybe Louisville, I could understand it in the sense that Louisville wants to hold on to all the ball. We want Anderson who can hold on to the ball a little bit better than Bruno. Bruno, a better distributor than Ando. Ando, who holds on to the ball a little better. I know those don't sound like they're exactly the same, but I would have gone with Bruno in this situation. Bring Anderson in off the bench. He's a little bit more of a defensive option that if they need to drop back and play a little bit more defensive, they can if they have a lead. I get that you want to have Bruno as an impact sub, but I think I disagree with the decision here. Personally, I think that putting Mikey out there is a great move back as the central defensive mid. That's the best game he has played all year, has been the central defensive midfield. I think that's a great move. Jake Roof is a great idea. I think personally I would have dropped Anderson for this game for Bruno. Maybe find a way somehow to have you have Marlon on the pitch. I think that'd been the only real change I would have. Maybe find a way to put Prosper out there, but That's kind of picking. That's kind of being pretty picky. Also, sorry, my phone's going off like crazy. NFL's going on, and I'm in one singular fantasy football league, which is, I mean, hey, it's going pretty well today. but this is going to be an interesting matchup. Legion are going to want to hold on to more of the ball. I think that Jake is going to be a great defensive idea. I think what we're going to see is Jake sit back kind of like a third center back. Maybe Mikey Lopez gets a little bit more out to the left to be more of an offensive presence in the left side, making this kind of like a weird 5-1. No, the math is going to hurt my head. Doesn't matter. But this is an interesting matchup. Tainter, like I said, not in this lineup, so that bodes well for the three Sparks. It's going to be a really, really interesting time to see how this all goes. I will say the pitch looks good, despite the fact that the UAB just played here yesterday. You can barely see the lines here in person. Like, they're definitely visible, but they're not as bad as I thought they would be. So the pitch looks good. Something that's super underrated, by the way, is that when you're up here in the press box, you can see the foothills in the background, and it's really pretty. I just thought I'd say that. I just thought I'd mention that. But right now, oh my God. Trevor Spangenberg just scored an absolute banger. That was so random. I just looked over and Trevor just put one absolute top bench from about 30 yards away. That was an absolute banger. God, I wish I was on the pitch right now. But hey, that's where I'm going right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Predictions. I think a Legion draw is not the worst thing. Obviously, we want to win, but I don't think it's the worst thing. We'll see. But I think it's hard to go against San Antonio. They won the Supporter Shield for a reason. They're a great team. So we'll see kind of what the vibe is. I am hedging a draw. Oh, no. I'm also an idiot. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and in about 35 minutes, this game's going to be starting. Let's go and keep hammering on.